The average guy in town here then is chosen to come here for one reason or another, getting away from the cities.
I think so, yeah. It's definitely a different way of life here. Slower pace.
There's a lot of, you go hiking, you can go fishing. You have to love the outdoors. I mean, if you want to come up here and go to the spa and sit in a hot tub, you can rent a house to do that somewhere, I'm sure, but that's not how, you're not going to make your wife happy like that. But, there's tubing, mountain biking, hiking. If you like doing it outside, it can be done here. And a lot of it is state funded or, county money. There's lots and lots and lots of public access.
I actually moved here from Florida. I was working for the Ritz-Carlton and kind of on a career path, and I ended up spending all my free time here. Even in Florida, I spent all my vacation time here. A family member got ill, so I kind of wanted to be around, and then my buddy Josh buys the lodge. When he was a guide, I think my aunt and uncle were his first clients. Said I need a chef, and I said, I've been looking to get out. The corporate thing wasn't doing it for me anymore. And there's the fishing. I'm closer to my family. My sister just moved here. My cousin moved from Virginia. There's more of a community. Here's, I'm getting a little choked up. I've never felt like I've belonged anywhere until I started coming up here and met all these guys, and Jordan and Benny and Josh, and it's a special place. There's just this power, this thing that the Gates family created so many years ago. And even though Josh, owns the lodge, he feels like the lodge owns him, and in a lot of ways the lodge owns all of us. And nobody's here for money or glory. We're here because of a lifestyle and the community, and it's been great. We got married up here actually while we were living in Florida. We had been together for years before we got married. She and I have been working shoulder to shoulder for 12 years now. We make it work, a great partnership, and working for Josh and Katie and everybody else. Everybody else is very loyal and invested in a way that even the most career-driven people in other environments aren't, especially in the corporate thing.
So who would have designed these boats early on? What is this, a turn of the century design?
The first design, this was a big logging town, so they'd float the logs, big logs down the river, and then these boats, were really skinny, long and narrow, hold a lot of weight, so they'd supply the logging camps, with food and supplies. And then through the years, I think it was Jay Stefan kind of redesigned them and made them a little bit better for fishing out of. And they're all pretty much the same. It just kind of depends on who built it. They got a little bit different wood or kind of a different shape, width, length, all that stuff.
Trout Unlimited was founded just downstream here, which used the same sort of ideology as Ducks Unlimited. So they decided that they want to manage the river for sport, to make it as healthy as possible. Like all the wood and stuff that you see in the river, a lot of it is natural, but most of it is put there, so it's a natural scenic river. It starts with a naturally reproducing trout population, and because this was scorched earth. There was nothing along the rivers. They cut down every tree. They ruined the river, and so this is a prime example of the success of strong conservation and people really caring about it, and it's beautiful.
what I've learned here at the Gates Lodge and on the Ausable is that you got to give the fish a chance to wake up.
Yeah.
You know,
Sure.
I mean, we fished and we woke up, it was 38 degrees this morning. And the fish turned on at 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Yep.
Matt and I had a chance to fish before his shift started. We didn't hook any fish, we got to know each other better.
Sure.
We got downriver with Jordan. We caught dinks for an hour and a half. We switched to streamers, and we ended up catching about 15 brookies and 5 or 6 browns.
That's
and
great.
They were all 10 to 14 inches. So it just goes to show that if you stick around long enough, you learn a little bit about a river, and it gets better and better.
Yep.
Well, we've got chili rellenos too, so let's pull those
Sure.
out. They've been in the coals for a while now. Chef put a nice recipe together that's easily prepared on the side of a
Yeah,
river.
there's nothing to it. You know, I probably made it a little fancier than I should have.
A lot of it is thinking ahead and organizing your what we call mise en place in advance.
Well, it's just a bunch of cheese and a bunch of peppers, and there you have it. It's a very rustic dish.
This dish could be easily served on a plate by itself like we're going to do now with a little beautiful garnish. You could also serve it with rice, which is very easily prepared on the side of the river, or on a slice of nice, ciabatta bread or something from a local bakery in a riverside neighborhood. What did you cook this for? About 45 minutes in the
Yeah,
pan?
just to get it hot. Everything, everything was pre-cooked. Roasted peppers cooked. The sauce was done. We really just wanted to melt the cheese and get everything jamming together. Somebody's getting a lot of extra
That's
cheese
a
there.
beauty. That's the beauty plate.
Needs a
He's
little
going to
acid.
dress them up.
So just got some limes for garnish. And some pickled onions here. For a little acid there to balance all the fat from the cotija cheese. And cilantro, of course.
And this would all be easily packaged out in the cooler.
Yeah, there's
Take
nothing
the
to the recipe, especially the onions. You know, it's 3 ingredients and you can pickle anything with it. Some people don't like cilantro, so I always put it on the side, and I like a little fresh crunch with some Napa cabbage. That's it. We call that our vegetable for anybody who's looking to intake the vegetables a little bit more.
All right.
And that's it, you know.
Oh, that's a beautiful plate.
Chili rellenos a la Gates of Sable Lodge. It's on the
Great.
special tonight, too.
It's on. All right. Well, thank you for sharing the recipe with us. And it's just been a beautiful day. Really great.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys came up. This is cool. Yeah, you didn't see the river at its best necessarily, but at its worst, it's still one of the best in the world.
And I learned about mink poop,
Yeah.
which is,
Yeah.
something everybody's got to know about, folks. If you didn't catch that, folks, Matt's dog feels that mink poop is a delicacy.
They go to great lengths to
They'll
find-
mix with minks, which is not a good idea.
Yep.
They're nasty critters.
Yep.
So, thanks, brother.